With the Vampirism mod, you can become either a vampire or a vampire hunter. Both of those classes have a unique set of skills as well as items. And we're gonna start with the vampire. To become a vampire, you need to let one of the vampires bite you. And then, approximately one Minecraft day later, you will become a vampire. You won't need any food anymore. So you can actually just bite other creatures that have blood. Skeletons don't have any blood, obviously, but horses do, so you can suck blood from other creatures like animals, horses, sheep, cows, but also from villagers, and you will get a lot more blood by doing that to villagers. And you can do it by simply pressing V on your keyboard. Now, I am already level 14 vampire. This is the maximum level. And I already have access to a lot of amazing skills. Look at that. Avoided by creepers, well, that's not all that amazing. Blood vision is awesome. Teleportation. Speed. A lot of awesome skills, and we're gonna talk about them in just a moment. But first, how do you level up? You will start as a very weak vampire. You won't have any skills. And in order to level up, you will need to make an altar of inspiration. Then you will need to bring some blood to this altar. So if you have some empty bottles in your inventory, when you bite some creatures, let's find some. So now when I bite some cows, ta-da, a new blood bottle has been created, and this will continue. Whoa, well, this cow just became a vampire cow. This is not good. I knew that can happen, I didn't expect for it to attack me. And then you will need to add this blood to your altar of inspiration. So you need 40 blood to level up to level 2, and then you'll need 70 and 100 to level up to level 3 and 4 respectively. And you can also use those blood canisters in order to store all of that blood. And a coffin to sleep, because you can't sleep in bed anymore. Or there is no point, because you will actually be taking damage during the day. And this coffin will allow you to sleep through the day, and you will wake up at night. Gosh, so many mobs, what the heck? And then you will need to build an altar of infusion. And this altar is a multi-block structure, and also you can see all the recipes in Not Enough Items, or if you install another mod called Guide API, I think, you will have this Vampirism guide, which has all of those recipes and some other instructions. So this is a multi-block structure. First you build this main block, the altar of infusion, place it in the center like that, and then surrounded by altar pillars, just like this one. You just build one on top of the other, and don't forget to have a tip on top of it. And then you can fill those blocks with different materials. You can use golden blocks, you can use just stone, or you can use iron blocks. So golden blocks are the best, and actually this is all you will need to level up to the maximum level. You can build a cheaper version that will allow you to level up just to level 5 and 6 and whatnot, but this altar can allow you to level up through all the levels, though you will need some other items as well. So in order to level up, you will need, for different levels, different amount of items. But generally you will need some human hearts, some book, some vampire book, and this is gonna be a different book every single time. Those books you can only find in the dungeons, while hearts, you can get hearts by killing vampire hunters. And then you will also need some pure blood you can get by killing a vampire baron. And we will fight this guy really soon. And there are different levels of purity, and you will need a different amount of those potions for some higher levels. And you can just put it all in here, and the magic will happen. So this is a skill tree. You won't be able to unlock every single one of those skills, because there are just 14 skill points that you can have, but there is more skills. But let's take a look at what I have unlocked. First skill, toggle bat mod. And when I am in a bat mod, and you can access this skill menu by pressing R on your keyboard, I become a bat. Look at that. And I can quickly fly around just like this. Let's also disable the creative mod to make sure that I indeed can fly. What happened? That wasn't supposed to happen. Wait a second. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Yeah, I think when I disabled creative, something went wrong and it just didn't recognize that I'm supposed to be able to fly. But yes, I can turn into a bat and I can fly. And then when I'm a bat, I also unlocked another skill, which is summon bats. So you can summon even more bats and then just make an escape like that. You know, if you're playing on a multiplayer server and one of your friends is a vampire hunter and he's trying to hunt you down, you can just turn into a bat, summon 100 other bats just like that, and just run away. And they will have no idea which one of them is you. So yeah, this is awesome, an amazing skill. And then you can just land and become human again. Or a vampire, you know, because you are no longer human. You are now an undead monster. There's a whole bunch of passive skills, like for example, reduced sun damage and reduced garlic damage. And garlic damage is what vampire hunters might be hitting you with. But also there's an active skill called disguise, which I have. And as you can see, I'm a normal human now. Even this vampire doesn't know that I'm a vampire. This is how disguised I am. So if you don't want for vampire hunters to be attacking you, you can quickly enable it and just, you know, avoid them. And you can also you can trick vampire hunters like that into thinking that, wait, who are you? The powerful Bill. Get out of here, powerful Bill. We are both brother vampires. But in any case, you can actually trick them into thinking that you are a good guy, that you're just a human. And then if you stand behind them and try to draw their blood, well, you can draw a lot of their blood. So yeah, a really useful skill, and not the only one that I unlocked. Another one is sunscreen, which makes you more tolerant to sunlight, but still quite a lot of damage. Stop, enough. Okay, good. There is teleport, which allows you to teleport short distances, but one of my favorites is blood vision. Now, as a vampire, when you level up just a couple times, you will get a night vision, and I have night vision right now. This is part of the vampire's abilities. But I also have blood vision, just like that. Take a look at your controls to see how to activate it, because I actually had to rebind it to another key because it wasn't working properly because of some other mods, I think. But when I am in the blood vision, my normal vision is quite reduced, but I can see all other entities, all other mobs as those blood spots, and I can see through the walls and at pretty large distances when there is, you know, other players or other vampire hunters or just other mobs around me. This is really useful. And there's a couple other skills that I don't have unlocked, like Vampire Rage and Freeze and Invisibility. Let's take a look at them right now. I'm gonna reset skills, which you can do at any moment, but you will lose one skill point. And you might not want to do that, considering that it's hard to get leveled up, especially on higher levels. So let's see, freeze, supposed to freeze enemies. Let's see how that works. Hello there, Mr. Skeleton. And he's frozen now, I think. Are you frozen? Can you move? Skeleton? Let me freeze him again, maybe. No. Okay, invisibility. No, rage. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on with this rage. But I think I'm doing a lot more damage now, and I'm also faster. Look at that, regeneration, speed, strength, but also thirst. So you better be carrying a lot of blood bottles if you want to use Vampire's Rage. Okay, stop. I need to drink some blood. And there is also invisibility, which makes you, well, invisible. Get frozen, Vampire. Yes, he cannot move at all, but this skill doesn't last long, and, well, he is moving now. So, moving on. And now I'm gonna try to fight the Vampire Baron. It's really important because you do need a lot of pure blood to level up. Not just as a vampire, but also as a vampire hunter. So, I don't know how powerful he is. I've got diamond armor rolling, as well as my abilities. So let's see, this is the Vampire Baron, and his level will depend a lot on your level. So this might be one of the most powerful Barons around, and he can summon minions, but those minions will not help you, Baron. Die, vampire scum. I mean, I'm a vampire as well, but yeah, awkward. Whoops, I'm a good vampire. Yes, I mean, I haven't killed a single vampire hunter yet. Though if you want to level up, you will need the hearts of the vampire hunters. And the Vampire Baron has been defeated, and as you can see, I've got some pure blood. Purity level 2. Alright. And you can find those Vampire Barons in special biomes called Vampire Forests. You will recognize them because they will have a lot of fog and a lot of vampires, as well as some spooky ghosts. Okay, let's move on to the Vampire Hunters. And if you are a vampire but you really want to become human again, you can actually do that using the Altar of Cleansing, which you can find in some villages. But I don't need that because I have never been a vampire in my life. I am a proud vampire hunter of level 14 with a unique set of skills. Skills acquired over a very long vampire hunting career. And I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know about hunting down vampires. So, in order to become a vampire hunter, you will need to find this building. It appears in some villages and it has inside of it a vampire hunter trainer. And it will also have this bed and it will have a research table. But you need the bed mostly. So what you need to do is you need to craft a syringe and then you need to take some garlic. And then using this garlic and a syringe, you can craft a garlic injection. In order to, fight against the vampires, you will have to use this garlic injection on this bed. And then you will inject the power of garlic and you will become a proud member of the Order of the Vampire Hunters. So, in order to level up, first of all, you will need to just grab a stake. And we're gonna talk about all of those items in a second. So, you will need to grab a stake and go hunt some vampires. If you're a vampire, by the way, you might be having a really hard time because there's a lot of those tents all across the world that spawn vampire hunters that will try to take you down. So let's try to find some vampires and take them down using a stake. So nighttime, a vampire hunter, whoops. Attempt number 2, vampire, bam. And as you can see, it takes normal amount of damage right now. I need to take him down below 30% and then I can instantly kill him. Well, that was because I'm vampire hunter of level 14 and I have a special skill that allows me to instantly kill them when they're below certain health and I just hit them with a stake. But if you're a level 1 vampire hunter, then you will have to stay behind them as well. So this is probably not gonna be very easy, but you will get some vampire blood as a drop. And then what you need to do is you need to talk to any of those vampire hunters NPCs, and they will exchange this vampire blood to level you up. And you can do that until level 4. And then you will need to level up in a different way. For the hunters, yes. And also you can use the fangs in order to apply this vampirism effect that turns you into a vampire. What are you doing here, villager? What are you doing here? You're not allowed to join the order. Get out of here. Get out of here before I shoot you with my enhanced semi-automatic crossbow. No, please don't. No, I said get out. No, don't do. Get out, please. He seems really evil to me. Do you see what his head does? He like turns it in a 360 in just a second. As if he is already a monster. I had to do it, villager. I'm sorry. I suspected corruption and I acted accordingly for the vampire hunting order. Yeah. And in order to level up further, you will need to use the research table. You can add some vampire fangs, some vampire blood, as well as a vampire book. and then you will get some vampire vampire hunter intelligence. And then you can use this intelligence to talk to this guy. He already trained me, but yeah, to level up, you just talk to this guy, you give him the intelligence, and for a little fee, he will level you up and promote you in the ranks of the vampire hunters. And so let's take a look at what skills I have unlocked. Vampire hunters don't have any special abilities, but they can make some incredibly powerful weapons, as well as potions that can give you some vampire abilities, but at a price, because most of the times those potions will also apply some negative effects. So let's talk about potions first. To make potions you will need a blood potion table, and in order to craft it you will need some garlic as well as some blood bottles and some vampire blood. Blood bottle is actually something specific to give you some vampire abilities. You can actually put pretty much anything in this slot, but not all things do anything. For example, as you can see, vampire fangs might cause vampire skills, same with the vampire blood, or with just blood bottle. But if you put some other items here, maybe some other things will happen. In any case, let's start crafting our first potions and see what they do. And I've got some potions. So let's see what potions we just made. Let's drink the first one. And I've got slowness, I've got weakness too, but I also have resistance to damage. And the second one gives me nausea, weakness 3, slowness 3, but also a health boost 3, and look at how many hearts I have. I mean, I don't know why I would use that potion at all. Hearts are good, but I can't see where I'm going, and I definitely can't escape from anyone who is following me if I have weakness 3 and slowness 3. But yeah, this is the potion I made, so yeah. And there is also a skill that will let you reduce or lower the chance of getting bad effects. And now let's move on to the weapons. The more skills you unlock, the better weapons you will be able to make. And all the recipes, once again, you can find not only Not Enough Items, but also in the guidebook, if you install the guide API. So those are the weapons, and those are some of the weapons, as well as some armor. But let's take a look at the crossbows first, because I love those things. So you can make all kinds of different crossbows. First of all, there are those normal ones. Let me grab that one. As you can see, it's just a normal crossbow, and it uses crossbows as ammunition. You don't need to reload them, unlike those more advanced ones, which we're gonna talk about in a second. And then you can make a double crossbow. And this one shoots 2 arrows at the same time. Then those 2 are just more powerful version of those 2 crossbows. And then we have those, and those are my favorites. Those are semi-automatic crossbows. Let me take some of those. Let me take this one. And this is the most powerful one. And like any other semi-automatic crossbow, it actually uses arrow clips. So you can reload it just like that by putting some clips and the crossbow into the crafting menu, and then you can shoot. And man, this thing is powerful, really powerful. Let's find some mob. Pig, I'm sorry, Pig, terribly sorry. Look at the speed, look at the damage. And I'm definitely gonna use it later on in a fight against the vampire baron to see just how effective it's gonna be against him. But first let's take a look at other weapons, as well as all kinds of different armor that we've got here. So we've got 3 types of armor. All of those 3 types give you additional speed and, well, just armor. And the better the armor, the more speed you will have and the more armor you will have. You can craft this normal armor of swiftness, as well as an enhanced version of it. But then there is a special armor of swiftness, which I think you can only get from chests in the dungeons and whatnot, because you can't craft it. And then you can also craft a full body armor of that is called Hunter Coat. It's not just a chest plate, there's a whole armor that you can craft. And once again, there's 3 versions of it, but they only give you armor. Though they give you more armor than the armor of swiftness. And in addition to that, there is 2 really fancy hats that you can craft. And oh yeah, vampire hunters! We're so awesome. So let me grab one of those armors. Let's grab this one because you can actually craft it. And I'm gonna keep the fancy hat on, even though it doesn't give me any bonuses, but whatever. Then there's also 3 types of hunter axes. Once again, normal one, enhanced, and a special one that you can't craft. And this thing does more damage to vampires, but also applies knockback. And the better the axe, the more knockback it will apply. So let me grab a hunter axe. And then there's also this axe, which is just a battle axe. Pretty weak compared to those 2, but it's a good starting weapon. And a pitchfork, which does a lot of damage, but come on, just a pitchfork doesn't do anything special. I'm not gonna use it against a baron, but man, it's just so awesome just running around as a vampire hunter with a pitchfork hunting down vampires. This is so good. Actually, I might use it against a baron. I mean, it looks really cool. Yeah, I'm gonna take it, together with the axe, of course. And then there's a sanguinary injection, which you can use if you no longer want to be a vampire hunter and if you actually wanna become a vampire. Alright, I've got my hunter axe, I've got my pitchfork, as well as double crossbow that just uses the crossbow arrows, and an enhanced semi-automatic crossbow. And it already has some arrows in it, so I am fully ready to fight against the vampire baron. Let's see if I can defeat him just like that. So, as a vampire hunter, let's go. Okay. First of all, semi-automatic crossbow. Let's go. Nice. Then a normal one. Okay. Nope. Get out of here. Knockback. Knockback doesn't seem to be working. What the heck? What is going on with this axe? It doesn't do any damage at all. I don't know why. But okay, I'm gonna just use my pitchfork, I guess. Oh boy. I forgot to bring some food to this fight. Okay, that's fine. I don't need any food. Look at the damage of crossbow. And I can just shoot at the baron when he's just stuck there. He can't get out. And I can just kill him like that. Look at this stupid vampire. That's right. You vampires will never outsmart us vampire hunters. And now he is dead. And I have some pure blood. And I can use it to level up. So this is the Vampirism mod. It's amazing. If this review was helpful to you, don't forget to leave a like and definitely go and check out this mod. I love it. I absolutely love it. And maybe even subscribe to this channel. And if you do, then I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. I did not just try to shoot you with a crossbow. I swear did not happen. Didn't happen. Time to kill all the vampire hunters. Traitor, how dare you! I'm sorry. I need your heart to perform a dark ritual of darkness. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is definitely not going into the video. Yeah, revert back to normal human. Yes.